What's up guys, Eric here. Today we're going to be going over one of the most requested topics on this channel, and that is program changes. We're going to be going over what they are and how to set them up in your playback session to make yourself look like a total boss. You ready? Let's do it. Okay, so number one, what are program changes? Program changes are MIDI data that you can program into your playback session alongside your playback audio that essentially sends a signal out of Ableton through your MIDI or audio interface out to external instruments like keyboards, amp modelers, drum brains, whatever, stuff like that. The idea is as different sections of the song progress, you can change the patches or presets or whatever on those various instruments without having to be there to like manually change them. Maybe it's a really complicated part, or maybe your guitarist is like, I don't know, doing a solo with their guitar on fire or something like that, and they don't have time to like switch a preset. So you can basically use the power of 1980s technology to do it for them. And that's it. So you want to see how it's done? Okay. So I have a blank Ableton session here. I'm going to delete out all the default crap. And let's do, I don't want to do orange. Let's do, what is this? Nice sky blue. How nice. Okay. So we have a single MIDI channel here. Now, before we start programming, we want to make sure we have our MIDI outputs set up correctly. So you can go into this little drop down here that says no output and either hit configure, or you can go to live settings and you want to go to the link, tempo, and MIDI section, submenu, whatever that's called. Scroll down to the bottom to the output ports section and find your audio interface and find the MIDI ports that are on it. They should be listed here. Now I'm using a Play Audio 1U. This has one pair of MIDI ports, an in and an out. By default, this one's going to be checked. That's the in. I think that's the in. But this one's the out. And as you can see, by default, it's generally not checked. So check that, and then you're good to go. Now, go over to the track you created, hit this drop down, and select the MIDI port that you activated. If your MIDI interface uses multiple MIDI in and out ports, and you want to, you're trying to send stuff to like multiple instruments around stage, you want to use multiple ports, you're going to want to set a channel for each of those ports, and obviously set the output to correspond to that MIDI port. So MIDI port, MIDI 1 goes to instrument 1, MIDI 2, instrument 2, etc. While we're here, just quick housekeeping. I hope this goes without saying, but use a MIDI cable to go from the MIDI output ports on your audio or MIDI interface to the MIDI in port of the device you want to control. Probably didn't need to say it. Hope I didn't need to say it, but if that helped anyone, your secret's safe with me. Okay. So next up, all we have to do is actually just create a MIDI clip. So I'm going to highlight, Command Shift M, creates a clip, and it opens up the clip editor down here. And so I'm going to go into this little triangle play button thingy here. By the way, we're in Ableton 12. So that's what this looks like. If you're in 11, I think it might be laid out slightly differently, but it's still down here. So if you're using 11 or 10 or something, just like click around until you see this. All right. So you've got bank sub program. That's what we're looking for. Now, quick side note, most every MIDI instrument, MIDI device uses these data differently. Okay. And the only way to really know how the device you're trying to program uses the data is to look at the manual, right? They all do it differently. So every once in a while you get lucky and it's like 1-to-1 and you send program 1 and you actually get patch 1, but most of the time that's not the case. Today, I'm going to be demonstrating on a Kemper amp modeler. So the way the Kemper works is the programs are like broken into blocks of 5 because the Kemper has 5 preset switches per patch. And the preset switches like turn on various combinations of effects. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is the first 5 switches of patch 1. 6 through 10 is the 5 switches of patch 2, right? So, Get out your TI-83 graphing calculator. So anyway, so I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna turn on sub 1 because I think I do have to do that in the Kemper. And then I'm gonna go to like program 6, right? So that should be patch 2, preset 1. Now, for the purpose of organization, what I normally do is I'll label this clip like with the information I just programmed. So S1P6, for example. And then once you have this clip, you can kind of fly it wherever you need it to be in the song. So, you know, if this is our verse here, for instance, and then here we have a chorus, right? And we'll do like, here's another, oh, here we'll do another clip. And let's say this is like sub 1 program 7, right? S1P7. And then after that, we go back to the verse or something. We need like whatever, our clean guitar tone. You can just option drag, and you know, you can drag these around whatever length you want, wherever you need basically that sound to be playing. Just make sure there's a clip there. That's pretty much it. So to demonstrate this, I actually have a little demo session before you guys got here where I go through, where I've set up basically 16 clips to cycle through this Kemper and just show you how it works. You ready for the demo? 3, 2, 1. Wow, look at it go. 7th wonder of the world. A true modern miracle of nature. Program changes. They'll make you look great, they'll make you look cool, and they'll make your music a lot easier to play. Hope that helped you guys. If you have any questions, as always, comments, email, DM. And if you enjoyed this video, if you found value in it, hit that like button. Obviously, if you're not already subscribed, subscribe, man. Just hit the button. That's all, guys. Until next time, take care.